The 7th annual Gawad Kalinga Hope Ball, Heroes of Poverty Eradication, is an annual celebration here in Houston. Every year, hundreds of Houstonians, especially the Phil-Am Houstonians, are looking forward to attend this prestigious event sponsored by Texas for Gawad Kalinga. This year, it was held at the Crown Plaza Hotel in the Medical Center here in Houston. Texas for Gawad Kalinga, a leading organization of Filipino Americans in Houston, works with Gawad Kalinga USA to help end global poverty by focusing on people, community development, and nation building. There were over 400 guests in attendance from all over the U.S., including a special appearance from the founder of GK, Mr. Antonio Meloto.
Because the Hope Ball of Texas has succeeded in uniting Americans to the vision of Gawad Kalinga.
The organization honored our young Filipino American students and professionals who are shining examples of civic engagement and service to the community. The evening showcased the GK Hope Ambassador Scholarship Program to give tribute to the young GK advocates who have epitomized the GK way through their leadership, scholarship, character, and service to the community. The scholarship finalists have each adopted a province that they will visit and work in the GK villages in the next 2 years. They will be the leaders of tomorrow and the voice of the poor. The winner of the GK Ambassador Award for 2016 was Joanne Dakigan.
We hereby present to Miss Joanne Dakigan on this day, November 5, 2016.
Joanne, congratulations!
Thank you.
So, tell me, what did you do? How did you get involved with this?
Well, I've been a part of GK since I was 12, since they asked me to perform dance at their Hope Ball since I was 12. So I kind of grew into the ambassadorship program, and so as an ambassador, my family and I, we hosted garage sales, and we got involved with pageantry to raise awareness about what GK stands for, like poverty awareness. So that's how I got involved.
My advice for the future ambassadors is to really be selfless and to put yourself in the perspective of the people that you are helping, and to immerse yourself in the culture. Just dive in, no expectations. And the main thing that ambassadors do is raise money, and it can be tiring and it's easy to lose focus. But if you keep your mind on the people you're helping, your energy's never drained, and you just keep going, and that's what really powers you.
They have two things they can do. They can visit the Gawad Kalinga villages, and then also they can tour the countryside of the Philippines. For Phil-Ams, they can rediscover kind of their heritage. For Filipinos for non-Filipinos, they could discover the beauty of the Philippines. So they could go on. They could kill two birds with one stone with a trip to the Philippines.
This is a historical moment in Houston, meaning that this is the first time that we're going to form the GK Next Gen. And this will be our connect between the next generation and my generation. As you know, we tour into college universities and the students in different universities all over the United States, bringing them the message and connecting and teaching them the rich culture in the Philippines.
So it shows the essence of community, and it's being one. So I think Texas is showing the way. You were here tonight, you could feel that it was that palpable spirit in the air. And thanks to Tita Carol and the rest of the Texas team, it was wonderful.
All over the world, Gawad Kalinga has instilled a growing consciousness to transform the effects of poverty and its associated behavior by focusing on people and nation building. Gawad Kalinga tackles poverty by combining multiple solutions through its GK villages. With sponsorships from various sources, GK works with impoverished communities to build homes, schools, clinics, community centers, and businesses. Dr. Tony Meloto is the founder of Gawad Kalinga. He was involved in working with the poor in Bagong Silang, Caloocan City through a program started by the Couples for Christ ministry and helped build the very first Gawad Kalinga house in 1999.
Why did you choose poverty eradication to be your focus?
Definitely, I could not just focus on my own career ambitions or providing a future for my family. Unless I address poverty, there's no future for them in my country. We cannot end poverty through charity alone. It might have been necessary as the first phase, but that what marks GK different. It's because it has an end goal of ending poverty, not just alleviating suffering. And that's so many charities are really amazing in terms of alleviating poverty. But there's I do not know of any movement that whose aim is to end poverty wherever it exists, starting in the Philippines.
GK is multifaceted in its approach to poverty alleviation and development. It seeks to restore dignity by providing shelter and community infrastructure and ensures that families have security of tenure in the areas in which GK builds.
300 of the first villages of Gawad Kalinga were built with Filipino Americans, including Texas. So we have Texas village in different parts of the country. And now we have built over 3,000 communities, especially after Typhoon Haiyan. And now we have gained, credibility globally. So we were recognized by the World Economic Forum, the Skoll World Forum, the World Entrepreneurship Forum. So practically even Ramon Magsaysay, which is the Asian Nobel Prize. So it is an affirmation that Filipinos all over the world, can unite to end poverty in the homeland. And now, last week, we also Gawad Kalinga brand, Human Nature, won as the best natural beauty brand in the world.
Wow,
in Paris.
In Paris.
And so now they recognize Gawad Kalinga's concept of enlightened capitalism as the new model for inclusive growth in an emerging economy, and we get universities studying the Filipino model. So that again makes Gawad Kalinga a world-class brand, Human Nature a world-class brand for cosmetics, and now we're building the first farm village university in the world in the Philippines that attracts over 500 Europeans to become interns in the Philippines.
Through its Child and Youth Development Program, GK provides school supplies, academic tutorials and mentorships, sports and creative workshops, and educational sponsorships.
There is a calling for Filipinos, including those who had to leave their country because of adversity, for them to show that the Filipinos were class. Now they are also helping the people back home. And now Philippines is one of the fastest rising economies in the world. It is our destiny. It is our destiny to really bring out the best in people, the best in the Americans, the best in the Europeans, the best in Asians, but also the best in the Philippines. And we invite also the best in other countries to now connect with the best of the Philippines, to end poverty in the Philippines, and to do it in Indonesia, do it in Malaysia, do it in Africa.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
While building materials are provided through corporate donations, GK residents provide sweat equity by helping construct their homes.
When I started building the first communities, I didn't know how to build houses. We didn't have the funds, but we just believed that everyone can contribute, including the poor themselves, who can provide labor equity. So it's just a question to me. The biggest challenge is for people to give the poor not just money or skill, but to give them the gift of presence. After Typhoon Haiyan, we made a call to invite 1 million volunteers. That was very ambitious, but in 3 months we got 1.5 million volunteers.
Wow, more than the goal, huh?
Yeah, build houses, build boats, build schools, plant trees, do medical mission, and also do some disaster preparedness training, because we wanted to just create a platform that attracted people to contribute towards a more holistic approach. And it was not, funds are important, but it's presence that is more important.
Gawad Kalinga is now being implemented in almost 2,000 communities in the Philippines and in other developing countries such as Indonesia, Cambodia, and Papua New Guinea. Thank you, Tito Tony, for inspiring us, and know that you can count on all of us here at Pinoy Houston TV to give our undying support to this mission.
Well, it's our nature to do good. And so Gawad Kalinga is trying to just connect with the good in every person in the Philippines and abroad. And we are here simply because we want to really tell the stories of so many miracles of solidarity, that together, we can, together we can build a kinder, we can build a fairer, a safer, and a happier world for the next generation.
Well, thank you so much, Tito. Can I have a big hug, please?
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you.
Be sure to tune in next time when I go out and about. Cheryl Piccio, PHTV.